is over. Got over them. Okay, so let me see. How do I do it here? I need to turn off the sound. Over them. Okay, yes. Okay, good part of the day, my dear Facebook friends. Good part of the day, my dear YouTube friends. 2 social media places at once. It's still a mystery for me how to start it every week. Freedom Friday is on. Anna DEETER, your passionate founder of a new profession on this planet. Sane profession. The profession is called Etalon Speech Educator. I'm here just like a messenger. I am a messenger. I am sharing the information, revolutionary information about what speech really is, what stuttering really is. Everything that I have to share with you, my dear friends, is basically revolutionary. Because, of course, people in generally are great. They all have good hearts. They all want to help each other, and they want to share the information with each other because they genuinely want to help others. When we see that other people struggle, we want to help them, period. This is what I have in my mind and in my heart, understanding of that people are genuinely are good at heart. However, there are too many pieces of misinformation, disinformation, or to put it simply, lies, things that don't resonate with three-dimensional reality. And we kind of believe this, and when we believe things that do not resonate with reality, of course, we struggle. So I have received a message today. Let me do wave. I don't know if I need to wave. I need to ask somebody if I need to do that. So once again, before I will go with today's message, which is help your child to live stutter-free with DEETER. Yes, today we are going to discuss what each and every parent of a child who it's believed, parents believe that this child is sick with this mysterious so-called speech disorder, stuttering, stammering, cluttering, and so on. The parents really believe that their child has some kind of physiological disorder, that something is wrong with their child, that their child has some disturbances in the brain, something is wrong with some areas of the brain, the child has some abnormalities of his or her developmental issues because of their physiological problems. So today I am here to discuss all of this. And if you are watching me right now and you have a child, any age, from, I would say, 1 year old to 18 years old, and if this child still relies on you to support his or her life financially and take care of all his or her needs, you better listen carefully, and don't just listen, but begin asking questions. Because only when you ask your question, I can go with your question, I can answer your question, and you will have one less block in your mind. Once again, each and every question in your mind is a block. You can't go forward with your life if you still have questions, if you have blocks. It's like roadblock The car is driving towards the roadblock. Can it drive further? No, there is a block. The driver has to step outside of the car and see the way how he can go around this block. Can he move the block? Or should he call somebody to move the block? Or there is a way around the block. This is what you have. Each and every question about speech and stuttering is your block. And until this block is removed, moved out of your way, you cannot live your life freely. You cannot continue driving this body-mind device, which is kind of a machine. Okay, so let's continue. Wave, wave. Okay, thank you very much. I see one question on YouTube, and a few people are watching right now on YouTube. Okay, Facebook watchers, ask your questions. Okay, meanwhile, I'm gonna go with a question on YouTube. Tarinkul Hug. Good morning. Thank you for the question. Is it true that our tongue, mouth, or any part of individual underdeveloped organ is responsible for stuttering? I've never heard this kind of a question. Okay, so what I want you to do, I want you to come to the mirror right now. And by the way, we all have mirrors. You can turn on the camera on your phone and kind of face it your way and look, okay? Look at your parts of the body that you just mentioned. Okay, number one, your tongue. Stick your tongue out. What's underdeveloped about your tongue? Is it underdeveloped? Look at your, and by the way, right away, I'm going to give you this simple information that will help you understand that even if your tongue was 3 times smaller, even if your tongue was cut in half, we have people who just, for fashion reason, they believe that if they cut their tongue in half, we've seen it. If you Google, you'll see the pictures of people who cut their tongue in half, and guess what? They still speak. People let's just poke their tongue with kind of rings, put all kinds of clips inside in their tongue, and they still speak. People do all kinds of things with their tongue. People have surgeries on their tongues. People have all kinds of, I have worked with one person who had a surgery on his tongue. He had a cancer on his tongue. Only half of his tongue had kind of like sensory ability. Half of the neurons, neurosystem of the tongue dead. And guess what? He was still speaking. Yeah, he was a little bit not perfect in his speech, but he didn't stutter. He still spoke. Okay, he was like the sounds were sometimes not perfect, but he didn't stutter. Okay, so another part of your body, you said mouth. Open your mouth. What is it in your mouth that is different from my mouth? Do you have your tongue? Do you have your lips? Do you have all the structures exactly the same as I do? What is underdeveloped? Everything is fully developed in the mouth of a person who stutters. Everything is 100% perfect. You got to understand it. From the perspective of physiology, each and every person who stutters is 100% healthy. Biologically, physiologically, you have been developed perfectly. Tongue, mouth, or any part of your individual organs. I mean, this is what I am explaining, each and every part of our body. It could be different sizes, but it has exactly the same structure. Look at yourself. You look exactly the same. All people who stutter look exactly the same like everyone else. Why? Because there is nothing wrong with you. What's wrong is the mindset, the information that you believe. And I don't even like the word information. I'd rather say misinformation, disinformation, lies. When you believe that something is wrong with you, that your tongue is underdeveloped, then there is a problem. You are not going to learn to use it. You're not going to use it. You're going to be sitting and waiting for someone, for a smart doctor, for a kind speech pathologist, for others, for God, come and help you to cure your tongue, to develop your tongue. This is absolutely insane. So I hope, Tariq Cool, Hack, I explain to you. Okay, Lucas Barbosa da Silva. I apologize, I do not understand Spanish language. If you have a question, hey, Natasha Khomikova, привет, привет, России. So I absolutely am in love with social media where people from all over the world can talk to me. So I do speak 2 languages, Russian, this is my mother tongue, and English language. If you want to ask questions, if you say anything to me, number 1, send me your likes. It motivates me to talk to you once a week, to come live on 2 social media places, Facebook and YouTube. I'm still technically handicapped. I still sometimes don't know how to start. Where is the button? Where should I push it? Okay, I'm still vulnerable technically. Thank you very much for the thumb up. Okay, thank you. So give me hearts, give me your thumb up, then I will know that you are listening to me, that you are interested in my words. Okay, so let's continue. I don't see Привет, Natasha. I sent you my hug. Okay, Lucas Barbosa de Silva, send me your questions, okay? Give me thumb up and send me your question. Also, guys, could you please give me a favor? If you watch this live video recorded, can you please hashtag record it for me so I would see when the most people watch it in the recorded way or in the live way. Then I will be able to select maybe a better time to go live, okay? Because right now I am doing it during morning hours. I started at 11. I planned to do it at 11:30, but I started a little later. Technical. Let's continue. So Terry Cool, Hack, do you have any questions? Do you understand that you are perfect? Nothing is wrong with your body. Your body is exactly the same as everyone else's. Your problem is in your mind, in your memory. You believe too much misinformation. And the most harmful belief you have is that you are sick, that you have a problem developing your body. No, your body is fine. Okay, so Surai S. Kumar. Yeah, I recognize this. Within 3 days? Oh, come on, make it at least 1 week. You can make it 1 week if you want, but if you, my thing is, I really, really value time. You gotta understand that 3 days that I give to you is the most valuable thing I have on this planet. The most precious possession we have is our time. Because these 3 days are the days of my life that I give to my students When I am teaching, I don't exist in this world for anything else. My family goes crazy when I teach because I'm not available for my relatives. I'm not available for my family. They know I give myself time to my students. And the time is the most precious. And let's say I'm 60 years old. How much time do I have left? The base case scenario, I have maybe 20 years more. Each moment that I have given away shrinks this 20 years. It makes my time left on this planet less, less, less. Less and less time I give to people, to less and less time I have left for myself. This is why, if you want to live forever with stuttering, it's up to you. My understanding is stuttering is a nightmare. It's really, really harmful to live your life as a stutterer. When everyone is making fun of you, when you feeling ashamed for your own life, for your own actions. This is why the faster you stop having this feeling of being ashamed of yourself, the faster you will enter the life of freedom. Freedom to be who you are. Freedom for doing good deeds. This is another thing I often talk about, good deeds. Because I believe this is what we are on this planet, to do good deeds. Unfortunately, people who stutter believe they are sick. They believe that they cannot do anything in 3 days. They need at least a week. See, this is what Surai S. Kumar just said. No, not 3 days, give me a week. So far, it has never happened when my students asked me for a week. Why would you spend time with me, 60-year-old lady, okay, when there are so many cute girls on the planet? You learn how to unblock your balanced, naturally balanced speech in practically 1 day. Then for 2 more days, you are testing yourself. You are using this natural speech. You've never known what normal speech was. You've never known it. You've never experienced it. You think you know, but you don't really. Okay? So first time in your life, you experience what natural speech is. Normal, without mistakes, mistake-free speech, limitation-free speech. You can say anything you want, anytime you want, anywhere you want. You can express any thought, any idea, any emotion you want at any time. You have never experienced that. This is what happens on the very first day of my unblocking course. Then, yes, for 2 more days, I tell you what test you need to do, how you should do it. And for 2 days, you're doing it, testing speech there, testing your speech mode, this situation, that situation. You do it for 2 days, and that's it. Then you go and use it. You go and enjoy your successful speech. Why do you want to sit with me for 4 more days? For what? Because I cannot use your speech instrument. Once again, you gotta understand Surai S. Kumar. You don't understand that. Speech is the result of playing music of your speech instrument. It's a musical instrument. Your speech apparatus is the speech instrument, like a wind instrument. You need to learn how to play that instrument and then keep playing it and enjoy the hell of it. Everywhere. Take your speech and go flirt with cute girls. Why do you need to sit with me for a whole week? This is just telling me how much you believe untruth, okay? Once again, there is nothing wrong with you, my dear. Nothing. You are healthy. You are just confused. You are being misled that you are sick and need to cure your speech with a lot of techniques, a lot of methods, a lot of whatever pills, devices, and all kinds of artificial methods, man-made methods. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, sorry, there are questions on Facebook. Maki Arthur. I apologize, guys, if I answer questions right away. But once again, we have only one focused beam of attention. When I'm answering one question, I don't see any other question. So I'm done with the first question. By the way, the person goes, thanks, fully understand. Can you come to visit Bangladesh sometime? I will be waiting. You know what, my dear Tariqul Haq? Instead of waiting for someone to do the work, this is another thing. Unfortunately, most people who stutter believe they don't need to do anything because they're sick, they're handicapped, they cannot do anything. They need just to sit and wait. Don't wait. You want me to come to Bangladesh? No problem, I'll come. But who will do the job? Who will do the work of organizing this meeting? Who will do that? Call the conference. I don't mind, I'll come. I will even bring Mr. Snishko from Russia. This is going to be an amazing event. But who will organize this event? Okay, call maybe 200-300 people at least, okay? And put them together. Call people who are interested to learn about this revolutionary etalon science. It's a new science. Well, I call it new, but once again, everything new is well forgotten. Our ancestors knew about this. Nothing is new under the sun. So organize this meeting, this conference, and I will be more than happy to come and bring Mr. and be his interpreter as usual. No problem. Okay? So I don't know who you are, Tariqul Haq, whether you are a speech professional who is finally interested in what I have to share, or maybe you're a person who has your own speech limitations. Don't sit and wait for others to do the job. Do you understand what I mean? I hope you do. Okay, so now let me do Mickey Arthur. I have problem with two consonants come in a word. Okay, I can't say the word crystal. Can you tell me practically, please? Okay, that's a good question, Mickey. But let me explain to you that I'm sure that the word crystal is not the only word you can say. You believe that this is the only way, the only word. But as a matter of fact, this is not the only way. And let's talk about what you ask. Two consonants come in the word. You simply don't know the way we speak. Naturally, human speech has two types of sounds, and you probably know about that. We call them vowel sounds and we call them consonant sounds. However, this is absolutely, someone else did something. Oh, okay, I see someone is just watching. Okay, so where was I? Okay, you gotta understand that when we speak, okay, let me explain it in this way. We speak according to the basic tones of our voice. And this, I cannot give you all the details because this is what I explained during the class, but in general, our speech is a set of the sounds of our voice. And we generate voice by the movement of the flow of gas. So there is a container right here in our lungs. And I like to show it to you. Here is a container. This is the kind of model of our speech apparatus from the physiological perspective. This is the container with carbon dioxide. Here, we always have it, these little balloons, little rubber balls like this, filled with air. We always have it because carbon dioxide is a waste gas. It's like, you know, when the car is running, boom, 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 there is exhausting gas, exhaust. It's a gas that constantly is being produced by our body. It's really harmful for our body. So when we breathe out, we get rid of carbon dioxide. This is natural. You don't even never have to worry about breathing in because it happens automatically. So this is one part I want you to understand. So physiologically, this is how it's built. This is your speech instrument. You play it this way. The carbon dioxide kind of comes out from your lungs naturally when we breathe out. It comes through the little hole right here. It's called vocal cords. The vocal cords begin vibrate, and this is where we generate our vocal sounds, our voice. There are 5 basic vocal sounds. They are E, E, A, O, U. 5 basic vocal sounds. E, E, A, O, U. You gotta understand that. And this is how we speak. The air is rubbing our vocal cords, and we use these vocal sounds. E, E, A, O, U, the basic ones. They are like, you know, for example, we have basic colors, for example, 7 colors, right, of the rainbow, 7 basic colors. We know them. But of course, there are like a little bit in between these sounds, these colors. Like, for example, green, between green and yellow, there is some salad color or something like this, okay? Like half mixture of these colors. This is the we have 5 vocal sounds. E, E, A, O, U, they're basic, but something is always in between. And we produce them right here by rubbing the airflow that is coming through our voice. You need to understand them. So it's basically these 5 vocal sounds are colorful sounds, okay? They're the basic ones. So, and we speak in this colorful we call them ringtones, okay? So, but when this ringtone is coming through, continues to move through, so here we produce E, E, A, O, U, but when the sound continues coming through the oral and nasal cavities, that's where it actually rubs other structures of our mouth or nose. we use our tongue and lips like a steering wheel, okay, to direct the air kind of in different places where the air again rubs different structures of the mouth or nose. And then we hear some noise. Noise. It's kind of changes when the air rubs inside of the mouth. Okay? For example, if we produce here okay, but if after that we rub the consonant, we call it this noise, call it consonant. The color of this will have a little bit of overtones, a little bit in between. Remember what I said, in between the colors, because these noises that we produce by the rubbing other structures like in the mouth, in the nose, these noises are not colorful. They're kind of black and white. So the bottom line, the vowel sound becomes what you said here, I forgot what was, crystal. So it's not gonna be a, it's gonna be cree, cree. So C and R, the letters C and R, that stand for cur, right? Cur. They're never cur. They're always going with the vowel. Cree, cree. This is the main vowel vocal sound. Vocal sound. Cree. The next one will be star. Cree, star, and then at the end. Crystal, crystal. We should never, this is our speech instrument is not designed this way to do consonant, separate consonants. No. Consonants always must be with a vowel, always, because it's the color of the ringtone. They actually become core ringtone. But you see, it's a lot of information to explain in this kind of live video. The bottom line, you need to understand how it works. And when we speak, your speech should be colorful, because noises like they're just noises. The color is the vowel sound. The vowel sound is the way we speak. We speak, I call it monkey sounds, because yeah, there are some animals who speak in just noises, like a snake, just makes the noise. But monkeys, for example, they go, they speak in ringtones. Only human beings, also birds can repeat words that we produce, but they do not understand the meaning of these words. Only humans use ringtones with a little decoration of consonant sounds because it makes it more beautiful, because it carries different meaning. Only human beings can remember, for example, not just a, but cree, and they understand what it means. Of course, we don't care about cree, doesn't carry any meaning. We remember crystal. Crystal, that's the little music that we play on our speech instrument. It's called wind instrument. Once again, it's a pipe, speech pipe. Okay, I hope you understand at least something from what I have said. But if you don't, you need to just step in the Etalon classroom and I will explain it to you, like using my fingers, using my little analogies in a very, very simple way. Okay, here are more people to wave. I'm gonna wave to you guys. Wave. Okay, so let me see who sent Kai's. How I do? How you do what? I don't know what your question is. See, people who like to ask, even in writing, I see how irrational they sometimes are. Like, this is literally a question I am reading. How I do? How you do what? Type your question more clearly. Okay, Mickey Arthur, thank you so much. I hope you understood something from what I have explained. But the most important part, you need to understand there is nothing wrong with people who stutter. You are not sick. You don't need any type of a therapy. You don't need it because you're not sick. The first moment when a child, young child, believes that he or she is sick, that's where the problem begins. That's where a person stops developing naturally his or her speech and begins to sit and wait, begins to listen to others, what others are gonna tell me to do, what others think about this or that. A child no longer expresses his opinion. A child is no longer voices his opinion, explains what he or she thinks about this or that. A child, a young child, stops believing in his own or her own strength. He or she believes that he's not good enough. Okay, Christian Kitten. Oh, that's a cool name, Christian Kitten. When will there be home study program? What do you mean, home study program? Here, I recommend you begin with this because I have created so much information already. And this is kind of, can be a home study program for you to begin with. The home study program, it is impossible to create a home study program. Yeah, I understand it a lot. This is the book that I have written and published already like 5 years ago. I've been writing other book and it's been published in Russian language, but in the process of translating it into English, I just stopped because I now changed the way I explain things, and I believe it's much easier. And I've decided just to write a different book, which is going to be simply very, very short, because the Stutterer's Bible I have myself and my mentor, academic Roman Snishko, who speaks only Russian language. It's only available in Russian language. So I've stopped translating it like 2 years ago, and we just decided to write a different book. This is going to be literally a manual of developing the naturally balanced speech. But even that book cannot possibly cover all the blocks, mental blocks, all the disinformation, misinformation that you guys believe. Because when you step inside of the classroom, I see what is it that you believe that blocks you from developing naturally, like everyone else, your speech. Where is the problem? I see it. But no program in the world can ever explain to everyone their blocks. Maybe I have had a few people reported to me when they have read this book that they have significantly improved their speech. They have been able to unblock their mind a lot, and they started speaking a lot better. However, I have also had a lot of people who decided to just join the program because the information they learned from this book was not enough for them. They had some other blocks that were not covered in this book. I hope you understand, because stuttering is inaccuracy in your actions. I have no idea what inaccuracy of speech you have. I've never seen you. I've never heard you speak. I have no idea how to help you. All I do here on live video is to answer your questions. This is why I encourage questions. Ask your question, and I will answer your question. And maybe I will be able to unblock a little bit, at least one of many, many blocks. So Christian Kitten, go to the website. I encourage you to go to the website, Live Stutter-Free. And if you are watching me on YouTube, I guess you can see, it's on the other side. Okay, livestutterfree.com. This is my website. You can see it on the poster behind me. And over there, this book is available on Amazon if you want to buy it as a paperback. Okay, if you want, go ahead. It's almost $200. Okay, I don't play Amazon's game. They are not really being fair with their customers, but this is another story. I don't want to go there. So it's $200 on Amazon if you live outside of the United States of America. No way! Someone is calling me. Okay, I hope I'm still online. No. Am I online? Someone just called me on my cell phone. Okay. Wave. Am I guys online? Can you wave to me on Facebook? I don't know if I am. Okay, it looks like I still continue. So the bottom line is that buy this book on the website. If you live in the United States of America, I can ship it to you with no cost to you. You pay for just $50 of your donation, and the book will be shipped to you if you live in the United States of America. However, we cannot afford to cover the shipping, and if you donate $50 in our nonprofit organization, you can still have access to the same book with a different title. It's called Live Stutter-Free in the form of ebook. You can immediately download to your device and begin reading it. So $50 and the book is yours. And that's what I call Christian Kitten. Okay, I have the book mostly about you and your history. What kind of book you have? If you have Live Stutter-Free, no, you don't have this book. The book Live Stutter-Free or Speech is the Skill, yes, it does have the section, historical section about the program and about, what do you say, the history. But of course, most of the book is about what speech is, what the human body is, what the human mind is, what the human's attention is. What is a human being? This book. This is a revolutionary book, even though it's been published almost 5 years ago. Okay, so Mickey, I will be soon in your class. You know what? How soon you're going to be in the class, it's up to you to decide. But here is a little piece of information. We, as a nonprofit organization, cannot afford to continue for kind of longer with this very, very low cost of kind of very low donation. We need the funds to flow in our nonprofit organization so we could continue our work. In case you don't understand, and there are people who don't understand that, even if you are a nonprofit organization, it doesn't mean I get the money. I don't care about your money. I am a retired person. I don't need money. I need the funds for continuing my work. I need to pay marketers. I need to pay for social media specialists. I need to pay for other people who do videos, who do this and that. Everything requires money. I need to have the funds to even, do this, what I'm doing right now. I have the best cell phone, I have the best computer, I have everything, the best, the best. If you saw how many devices I have, you would be shocked. I have iPad, I have MacBook Air, I have several cell phones. Why? Because I am set to share information. Anything happens with one device, I go with a different device. And it all costs money. So once again, I want you to know, Mickey, the 1st of June, you can scream at me all you want. You can complain all you want. But the time for $4,500 for literally buying my time, my free time for the rest of your time would be over. $4,500 US for my time for the rest of your life. If you want to communicate with me, it will be over. Period. We're going to have to go back to $6,000 to cover our cost. I am not going for the numbers of people. I don't care how many people will come to me. I want quality people. Quality. I am 60 years old. I don't care about people who don't value their own time. For example, I had someone who said, oh, come on, don't teach me 3 days, teach me a week. If you don't value your time, I do, believe me. So if you want to do it, if you're ready to sit and waste your time, 5 more days, 6 more days, a month, a year, be my guest, go in somewhere else. You will find someone who will be sitting with you for the rest of your life. I am here to let you get rid of each and every helper. I am here to give you information and to guide you so you could get rid of each and every helper, each and every assistant on the very first day of the class. You don't need an assistant. You don't need a helper. It's a musical instrument. What do you need someone to help you to play a piano? How do you learn to play a piano? You come to a teacher explains how to use your fingers, in what sequence, how to put your fingers on the piano, how to read the notes, what key, note, piano note to piano key to push, and that's it. You don't need a teacher anymore. Maybe only to give you more tasks, okay? So if you want me to give you more tasks, be my guest, come back, I will give you more tasks. But after you have graduated from the 3-day course, you no longer need anybody. You can just grab your speech instrument and begin enjoying playing it anywhere you want and anytime. Okay? So typographical. Okay, if you want to help stutterer all over the world from your heart, you should do some live class for free and give you books on PDF. Hey guy, what am I doing now, right now? Tariq, cool. I am doing it, live class. Here is my live classroom, my dear. I don't see even one question you have asked so far. See, this is another thing. You keep asking me to do the work. Yes, I am ready to help you, my dear. I'm ready. So what is your question? Tariq. What is your question? Ask me. I will help you. But you don't ask questions. How can I help you if you don't ask questions? Okay. Asan is here. Hi, Asal. What's up, guy? I'm waiting for you to come back and finish your education. Okay, Mickey, please tell me the word throw to pronounce. Watch me. Throw. That's how you pronounce it. Throw. That's how you pronounce. Throw. Throw. Should I repeat? Repeat after me. Throw. Once again, we don't care about noises. Noises are colorful, colorless. Noises, I explain where we produce noises. When the air is rubbing spots in our mouth or nose. Can you hear this noise? You hear it because the air creates sound waves. The air is rubbing. Can you hear this noise? There is nothing different between whistling and speaking. Speech is the music we produce. I can produce this music, or I can produce this music, throw, or I can produce this music, crystal. I can produce any music I want. Music must be colorful. And once again, the color is created right now, right here. It's E, A, O, U, basic colors. Colors just like basic colors of the rainbow. Green, red, whatever. Orange, I don't remember them all, okay? So I need to kind of put them in front of me to name. I never learned the sequence of 7. I just know there are 7 colors, basic colors. Or another example, there are 7 basic notes, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, basic sounds. But of course, there are kind of overtones, something in between. We play our speech music according to 5 basic tones. We call them ringtones. E, A, O, U. All the consonants are just noises. Noises. Robbery of the air in our mouth or in our whatever. Somewhere in the speech pipe. The speech pipe. Ding, 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 ding. When the air goes here. So the color should be the color of the vowel sound. So in the way throw, it's first the color O. Throw. Throw. U is the next color. Throw. But you know what? How can I explain it to you? Because you probably understand every other word I say. I don't know if this is even your problem. I don't know. Once again, to give you answer, I need to give you advice. I need to see you. I need to see where your block is, where your problem is, okay? So here is Mickey. This is the way I handled your question. I need to see you, and I need to see if the word throw is even your problem. Maybe you have a different problem. Maybe you believe different things. You may have a mental problem of not using the correct part of your body. Maybe you're using your eyes instead of just going with your mind. Maybe you are speaking according to the symbols, letters, okay, and not speaking according to the tones, sounds. I don't know where your problem is. This is why I can never explain it to you. I can never unblock you. I'm kind of guessing right now. Okay, Christian Kitten, once again, this person is, okay, the chart in the book was very small and hard to understand. Is there somewhere to understand the pronunciation chart? Yes, this is exactly what I'm creating right now. You've got to understand it's a new science. I am developing it together with the author of this new profession, Etalon Speech Educator. I am working nonstop I'm 60 years old and I'm still working. This is my retirement mode. And you got to understand, my time on this planet is limited. I don't know how longer I'm going to continue with this pace. It's too much for me sometimes. Too much. I want to retire. But of course, it's a big pleasure for me to see the transformation right in front of my eyes in 3 days. I love doing this. But once again, I want quality people. I don't care about people who do not value their time. I'm going to find this guy who told me, oh, come on, Surai S. Kumar. I'm going to read his message again. Within 3 days, oh, come on, make it at least 1 week. Okay? This person doesn't value his life, his time. Why would he value my time? So once again, if you believe you need a week, if you believe you need a month, if you believe you need years, don't come to me, okay? Because I know it takes only 3 days, period. Actually, it usually takes 1 day. And here is my favorite analogy. Okay, let me again watch. I see that there is only one person watching on Facebook. Cancel. I don't want to bring anybody on camera. Okay, on Facebook, there are 5 watching on YouTube. Okay, guys, instead of just watching, ask your questions. I'm kind of pulling your questions out of you. What is it that you have? What is your problem? What do you want to know about it? And then I will be able to answer your questions. I can keep going forever. Okay, it's already 12. God, I missed my call. So, once again, if you don't have questions, then I will simply, oh, the chart in the book. Okay, I remember that question. Yes, the chart in the book back then was just created. And I was just so anxious to share information with everyone in the world. I just let people see it. And I totally understand what you're talking about. The chart is the book, in the book is small. That's what you're talking about, right? Christian Kitten, yes, it's small. But the moment I begin explaining it to you, you will get it right away, because this is what I explained. These vowel sounds are the sounds that we create, the main sounds that we create in our larynx, vocal cords. And this is how we speak. We speak in vowel sounds. These are just color-free, black and white sounds, noises we make. We are close to monkeys. Like, for example, the word computer, monkey would say, ah, ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. And computer, the noises we create, they color-free. So speak according to the colors, basic colors. Ah, ooh, ah, computer. Okay, so you got to understand everything, no matter how many consonant sounds are, like, for example, ka, ka would be the color, k would be the color of ah, ka, ka. Mpu, mpu. No matter m, p, y, mp, y. Doesn't matter how many consonants, noises are in front, it has to be pu, mpu. Anyway, I hope you understand, Christian Kid, what I'm talking about. Okay, so Mama Khan, what's up? If you have any question about speech, stuttering, cluttering, any limitations of speech, any inability of being able to utter an accurate word, just ask your question. Okay, let me see if I have more questions. Mickey, okay, I can't pass from in the word throw, please, how to fix it? This is exactly the problem that you have. People who stutter do not see the colors. they distort to see consonants. They give the color to a consonant. Normal speakers don't care about consonants. They go after the vowel sounds. They go throw, throw. They know, oh, they see the color. It's like, imagine there is a, I say it like, imagine the moon way. I mean, I live on the ocean. I look outside the window. I see the moon and I see the Milky Way, the moon way. The color is the color of the moon. Is the moon. If the moon is yellow, then whatever is closer to me, the water, the Milky Way, it's gonna be what? Yellow as well. If the moon is white color, the Milky Way will be white. Do you understand? If the moon is like a little reddish color, it happens sometimes, okay? Then the Milky Way will be red. This Milky Way is closer to me. This is the color of it. So consonants are noises. They may be before, they're kind of closer to us, right? They are before the vowel. But normal people see the color of the sound. It's one of these 5 basic colors or overtones. E, E, A, O, U. There are some overtones like in between. I'm not gonna say in English language there are like E, E, A, O, U, whatever. Okay? So, but the basic ones are 5. Once again, through, thre, thra, thro, through. That's what you need to understand. I see the color. The color of the O in this specific word is th. Then it's going to be thro, through, thre. The color is O. The color is O, but the decoration is through. Through, thre, three, thra, thro. If you don't understand that, you've got to come inside the classroom. I will explain it. But once again, this is just the easiest thing to fix because it's the physiological. It's very simple, okay? The most important part is not there. Most of the time, it's right here. It's not understanding that when you play your wind instrument, it's a musical instrument. You need to know how to play it. And this physical instrument is connected to your mind. To your mind. And if you don't know how to use this instrument, you don't know how to take information with your mind, how to use your eyes, how to use your ears, you don't know how to use them, okay? How to use your attention, you don't know it. Then you're gonna have a problem. Okay, what does the vowel sounds have to do with the blinking and pressure in the lips in the struggle? It's very simple. When you don't know what melody to play, imagine the speaker. Okay, let's take just the speaker, the performer. He is in front of the audience and he forgot the lyrics. He forgot what little song, even one word, every word is a song. He forgot what song to sing. And once again, we sing in vowels. We sing in vowels. He forgot. Have you seen people who forgot what to say? They go like, Their speech instrument, their musical instrument stumble. They lose the connection, sensory connection with their instrument. They basically draw. Or another example, a piano player at the moment of playing begins studying the audience. Can he play at this moment? Of course not. The moment he drops sensory connection with the audience, he no longer has the feedback. If he is doing a good job pushing the right, the accurate piano keys, he doesn't feel it, doesn't sense it. And what happens? He immediately stops playing or pushes the wrong key. Pushing the wrong key is exactly what you do when you begin blinking or you begin applying pressure in your lips and stuff like this. You apply pressure where, because you're confused. You don't understand. Apply pressure. How will pressure help a piano player play if he just doesn't feel the connection with his piano? He doesn't know what to play basically at this moment. He forgot. A speaker forgot what to say. He can apply all kinds of pressure, but he doesn't remember. He needs to go back. He needs to drop again, pick up his musical instrument and continue playing it. He needs to become connected again with his instrument. And then all the blinking will go away. And by the way, blinking, when you use the word blinking, it tells me that you're simply using your eyes where you are not supposed to use them. When we speak to other people, we don't need our eyes. We go with our mind. But this is a different story again that I explain how your body-mind works. How it works. You have your mind, you have your body. Can you speak when your eyes are closed? Yes, you can. But can you speak when you are asleep? No, you can do. You cannot do because your mind is asleep. So stuttering basically, when you blink, you begin blinking, you begin applying pressure. It's like you're half asleep. Okay? So, and these are all, again, explanations I give, analogies I give to people. It may be difficult for you to understand because you don't understand how your instrument is built, how you're supposed to watch it. And if you want to unblock each and every block, your personal, your individual block of your mind, you need to see a teacher. And today is just, you can't make it more affordable. You can't, okay? Because if you still are confused, step in the Etalon classroom at only $250. It's just nothing. $250 cost will help you to give my individual time. I will spend a couple of hours with you, just the way speech therapists do. And I will be able to answer a lot of your questions. Of course, not all of them. And of course, we will not have time for practice. Just the way we did with a few of my students already who did take a trial session. There was not enough time to answer all of their questions. There was not enough time to do practice with each and every kind of applying each and every piece of information I have given to them practically. Not enough time. It requires 3 days. What can I say? Not a week, 3 days. I have had quite a few students who would just leave me in 2 days. Yes, it has happened several times. Was I happy about it? No. I was like, no, please stay with me. I want to make sure I, as a mother, I, as a teacher, I need to make sure that you really got it. You really understood it well. That you're not going to type me, Anna, I lost it. Anna, I don't understand. I'm doing something wrong. I don't want it to happen. This is why I take responsibility for my work. I 100% guarantee the result of my work. I can give you information and I will guide you for 3 days until you tell me, got it, I don't need you, thank you, lots of love to you, go. That's it. That's what you probably see at the end of each and every video report I make. I don't make too many of them today simply because my eyes go bad. They go worse and worse. When I started, I was not watching glasses. Now I do. Okay, so my husband asks me to stop doing it as soon as possible. He said, he has told me many times, you've made so many videos, you don't make any more videos. But I'm excited about each and every story of my students. I'm so excited. I want to share with it. And to me, each and every Edelon graduate is a hero. I believe that his story needs to be heard by the whole world because this is amazing what they accomplished. It's a lot of work, yes. Okay, so let me see what Christian Kitten is still written. I watch other people who forget what they're saying and don't stutter. I'm trying to make sense of this. How much is hourly charge? Okay, Christian, once again, why are you asking me? I don't care about financial department. It's not my part. My job is to do, and I take responsibility for my job. My job as a teacher to make sure each and every Edelon student leaves the classroom unblocked. Financial part, go and read. Do your work at least a little bit. Okay, you're watching me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for asking your questions. But you got to understand, I don't care about the money. I don't need your money. I do not need the money personally. But as a representative of a nonprofit organization, yes, I promote the program. I want more donation. I do, because my dream is to make, for example, a huge documentary about the author of this program. His name is academic Roman Snishko. I believe some filmmakers should make a movie about him. I would love to raise money for that. Of course, you know how much money it would require. I would love to begin doing conferences, teaching educators, because it's a new profession. It requires thousands and thousands of dollars. So far, the only people who have been donating in the program I teach are my students and my family. That's it. No one has ever invested in the program I teach. And if you want to turn on your thinking cap, go ahead and read the historical chapter of this book to understand why thousands and thousands, if not millions, of those who are involved in the stuttering cure, multi-billion profit business called Stuttering Cure. It's a multi-billion dollar profit business. A lot of people are involved with that. Just imagine for a second, in 3 days, each and every person stops stuttering. What's going to happen with all these people who have been trained to do this? What's going to happen with them? I'm not going to give you the answer. You turn on your thinking cap. But fortunately, life is changing. I love the changes that are happening today in the world. It's amazing. The answers are coming from everywhere because of social media. Thank you so much for those who have created social media. Thank you so much for the ones who have created computers, internet. Great. We can help each other. We can connect with each other and we can help each other. Do you plan to have a class for purchase before you stop teaching one-on-one? I know I went to Holland's. I am sorry, Holland's is also based on the same premises. People are great there. People, there is nothing wrong with the people, but they all believe that Stuttering is something physiological. You have to fix your speech physiologically, like the one who asked the question in the middle, in the beginning. I need to develop my tongue. I need to develop something. I have a very simple question, my dear Christian kitten. Okay, very simple question. How do parrots speak? Yes, stupid birds with long beaks. How do they speak? They can repeat humans' words pretty accurately. Yeah, they don't understand. Most likely, most of the words, I mean, they may, I don't know, you can train probably a parrot to understand one or two words, like, for example, food, give me food, maybe. Okay, I haven't trained parrots. But answer this question, how do these stupid birds can speak? Are they smarter than you? No. Because even parrots have exactly the same windpipe, speech instrument. It's a windpipe. They also have their lungs. They have a container with carbon dioxide. They have they have vocal cords, and they have a very, very small brain where they keep words. And parrots also have a beautiful hearing. Yes, they're very sharp. Their hearing is sharp. That's all you need to speak. You have a sharp hearing. You have to have your correct mindset, understanding how the instrument works. And then on the very first of the class, you drop stuttering. You drop using this speech instrument incorrectly. Hollands, once again, there is nothing wrong with people. They all have a big heart. But even Holland's people, I have emailed them once. I wanted to share with the whole world. I wanted. They don't want to communicate with me. Nobody from the kind of people who believe that people who stutter are sick, they are handicapped. That's why what they teach, again, I know what they teach. It doesn't happen, it doesn't work because they do not unblock you. They don't unblock your mind. You still believe crap. Sorry, maybe I shouldn't have used that word. You believe disinformation, you believe misinformation, you believe lies. You come to them, you may be feeling much better because, yeah, you did do a lot of work on your speech physiologically, but your mind is still blocked. When you leave the Edelon classroom, you are completely 100% unblocked. All you need to do is to do exactly what I will teach you. Exactly. It has to be 100% accurate. I don't care how quickly, how slowly, how whatever you're going to be doing, you're going to be doing exactly what all people on the planet are focused on when they speak. People, each and every person on the planet, when he or she speaks, is focused on one thing: accuracy of their speaking action. Accuracy, precision. That's all. They don't care about anything else. Accuracy and precision of their action. I'll tell you what the action should be, but it has to be accurate. 100%. It's like 2 times 2 is 4. It's never 5. How much you're going to be pushing? It's never going to be 5, 10, or 100. It's always 4. This is what natural Edelon speech norms are. They're precise. They're very accurate. Stuttering is deviation from these norms. Deviation. When you deviate from the norm, you will make a mistake. 100% guarantee. Okay, being too Schwartz with his plastic tube. Oh my God. You know what? Once again, Christian Kitten, you know, there is a video of one of my students from Canada. An amazing guy. He was 48 years old. Communicate with me personally. I will send you the link. I know there are so many videos today. I'm confused myself. Where are my videos? Where? So I will find this video and I encourage you to listen to his video where this guy, 48-year-old guy, he's been through hell. He's been through all programs around the world. All programs. And it actually was shocking for him. And it was very harmful for him. When he came to me, and it took him 3 days, actually 1 day, to drop all this inaccurate things, all these crutches, I call them crutches, all these techniques, and begin walking with speech like everyone else, like 99% of the population. It was shocking to him. So he gave me a lot of information. It was like a summary I've created where he talks about all the programs he's been through. I don't remember how many he's been through, like, I don't know, maybe 10, maybe 15, but he gave me a whole list and explained what he was doing in this program, in that program, how he failed in those programs, what he liked about them, what he hoped they're gonna help him with. And then again, he would lose his hope. He even talked about drugs he took, how he gained weight, how he became a zombie. I mean, it's an amazing video. This is what you do, what you go through when you go through stuttering cure business representatives. You pay to this person, to that person. And yeah, these people promise a lot. They promise. They genuinely want to help you. But listen to the way they speak. To me, this is an indicator. When I speak, I almost never make mistakes. Yeah, sometimes I stumble because, yes, I go from one device to another device. But at this moment, for example, I made a decision. I will not make even one stumble. I know how to do it. I'm focused on the accuracy of each and every word I say. Accuracy. I know how to do it. And even though English is not my first language, how do you like the way I speak? Do I stumble? Do I stutter? Do I go, do I go like stutterers do, roll my eyes? No, I don't. Why? Because I know this is the speech instrument. The moment I drop it, the moment I drop the connection, sensory connection with my musical instrument, I can't play it. I can't. I will play it out of tune. My music would be hard to listen to. This is why when I turn on the TV, I go like, I can't hear the way people speak. They go, they repeat words, they repeat sentences. They just go crazy. Why? Even some public speakers have limitation in speech. Why? Because adult speech education is not a part of a school curriculum in any school. Do we teach our children to speak? No. What do we teach them to do in order to express their ideas, their thoughts, their emotions? What do we teach them? We teach them to write. Okay, today they kind of don't even teach that. Look at the handwriting of Children, they don't care, they text. Okay, how do they text? Huh? What? They abbreviate words. It's crazy. So we teach our kids, let's say, to message. They teach themselves. We teach our kids to dance, to play sports, to sing. But do we teach our children to accurately say each and every word? Just begin asking yourself questions. Do we teach them? No. Of course not. This is the reason we have millions of people who call themselves all kinds of names. Some call themselves autistic. Others call themselves stutterers, stammers, clutters. There are people who call themselves ADD victims, attention deficit, sick, disordered, and other things. There are people who call themselves schizophrenics, bipolar. It's all about not knowing the reality. They're all people who are not in touch with reality. They believe some imagination of someone. They don't realize that speech is a music that we play on our musical instrument. Anyway, so I'm talking too long. You guys, you don't have questions. I see no questions on Facebook. Wave. Do you guys have any questions on Facebook? No. Then I'm going to be wrapping it up because I have the next call I have to go with. And 3 watching now on, 3 people remain watching still. Thank you for watching on YouTube. So the title was Help Your Speech, Help Your Child to Live Stutter-Free. Let me just quickly, for like 5 minutes, read the question I received earlier today. And I promised to this person to address this message. See, I have it right here, the message I received from the person. So, hi, Anna. I viewed all your video. I can't believe she has viewed all the videos because I have created close to 300. I doubt she has watched them all, but maybe. And I am understanding your approach about stuttering. I have 2 children, 13 and 9-year-old boys. Both are stuttering. My younger son was not stuttering in the beginning, and he just didn't talk properly. So he switched sounds around. So I took him to speech therapy. That's why things happen this way. This is what she wrote. I took him to speech therapy, and after the therapy, he began to stutter. I don't know if you can see. I want you to see, I want you to understand I didn't make it up. After the therapy, he started to stutter. We are from Israel and the children don't speak English, but I think that this again, price is too expensive. I'm not going to talk about the price because I have addressed it before. So what I want to address is, once again, yes, when you take your child to a speech therapy, you're better off not taking your child anywhere. If you have a child, in this case, there are 2 children in the same family. You got to understand, these 2 little ones are learning from their parents. In this case, my guess is the older one learned from their parents, from their teachers, from their siblings, from classmates. I don't know where he learned to speak with mistakes. I don't know, because once again, it's not the family I have worked with. I haven't given the evaluation. So when you deal with the family children, again, I'm teaching the whole family. When you are helping a child, you need to help the whole family. Because the older kid switched from the adequate path of developing his speech to the incorrect way of development. Okay, he switched to incorrect way to develop his speech. Why? I don't know in this case why. And then they brought another child. So the older child became the role model for a younger child. The result is, of course, there are 2 stuttering children in the family. And to add more salt on the wound, parents took their child to a speech therapist, and this is the no ending process. This process will never end. Okay? Okay, Christian Kitten Mouse tried some ear thing where I couldn't hear. This is the reason I couldn't hear myself, Christian Kitten. Of course you can speak. You can speak right now if you only knew how to use your instrument. You have your ears, no problem. You have your eyes, no problem. You have the mind, no problem. You have your tongue, you have your lips, you have everything in place. But it's a mess. Your mindset is a mess. It's a mess. It's a combination of information and disinformation, useful information and misleading information. It's a mess. You need someone who would just give you information and you would go with it. Okay, this is just BS, what they taught me. And once again, today we have a choice. Oops, there is a choice. You can pay for someone's time and save your own time on figuring it out. If it's not a problem going with stuttering for more year after year, more year after, be my guest. You can do that. And maybe in a few years you will figure it out. Maybe. I don't know when. But the reason I'm so passionate about what I teach is you buy my time. Only 3 days. And actually unlimited time. After that, if any questions you would develop. It happens sometimes people do develop questions because there are so many lies everywhere. And people who stutter tend to get confused and tend to believe, they tend to be more gullible than other people. Okay, there is a reason you learned what you learned. Okay, and there is a reason you are so gullible and go to this program, that program, another program. You believe without seeing reality. You are not attached to reality. It just happens, okay? So the bottom line, I'm here for those who value their time. If you don't want to continue for years and years and years trying to figure it out, what I already know and I can give it to you in 3 days. You don't need to figure it out. It's already known. I know it. I can share it with you right now. If I saw you right in front of me, I would be immediately begin working with you. Explaining how body works, explaining how mind works, explaining how attention works. And it's not going to be just read this book. No, it's going to be one-on-one setting. One-on-one. It's impossible to do it in a group setting. Impossible. Unless we add a speech education class and we begin teaching young children how to speak. Yes, this is possible. We can teach kids separate skills, speaking skills in the group, because they don't know anything anyway yet. And we can teach them all how to do it accurately from the kind of very, very foundation, okay, from the bottom. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening. I gotta have the next call in 2 minutes. See you next week if you want. If you, again, want to wait, keep waiting. But once again, The 1st of June, be ready. The price is going to go back up to $6,000. And of course, the trial session is going to go up. I don't know how much. They're going to tell me in the financial department. And the 1 day cost right now is $1,500. No guarantee for trial session. The only 100% guarantee you're going to get, and my time unlimited when you just donate the most funds. $1,500 today, but beginning from 1st of June, $6,000. This is a regular price. Don't complain. Don't come to me, oh, it's so expensive. You know what? My time is expensive. My time is expensive. The older you get, the more expensive your time becomes. You got to understand. When I was young, I thought my whole life was in front of me and my time was really cheap. Right now, my time is getting more and more expensive. If you don't value even your time, why would you value mine? We're going to talk about time next time. Lots of love to you and see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay, finish on Facebook. I'm finishing it right now. Ending. Okay, I also need.
Okay, I think now I got it. Start live video.
Stop broadcasting. Goodbye, my dear.
So? Okay, share it to